In a world of the toughest bull riding champions like McBride, JB Mooney, and recently Victor Leme, celebrated for their fearless skills, it is easy to forget the heroes behind the scenes. From split-second saves to even being mauled by the tough bulls, these bullfighters put their lives in deadly situations to protect the riders. Despite throwing their bodies constantly on the line, one lingering question remains: are they passionate or reckless? Let's shine a torch on the tales of bullfighters who save lives. Trained to be the toughest, bravest, and quickest in the fields, the bullfighters of PBR are more than just men standing by the sidelines. These men make themselves distractions for the bull in order to keep riders from getting mauled, throwing their bodies on the line. Acting as protective shields for the bull riding champions and riders, they don't stop until a bucked-off rider has been successfully taken out of harm's way. In 2010, two bullfighters, Jennings Kelly and Dustin Brewer, were almost destroyed by a bull while trying to save a rider at the Maverick Center events. The attack left Jennings with multiple broken bones, and Brewer had to also undergo 6 major surgeries to recover. During the 2013 PBR Built Ford Tough series held in California, a bullfighter known as Emilio Resende, while trying to save another rider, ended up putting himself in harm's way by getting thrown by the bull. We can assume that injuries will be enough to dissuade these bullfighters from their job, but it doesn't. They remain fearless and courageous athletes, always ready to come to the rescue. But who truly are the unsung bullfighting heroes of the PBR? When we talk about legends in the bullfighting world, it's impossible to leave out Cody Webster. Raised in Old by a typical rodeo family by bulls and watching barrel races, Cody picked up a flair for the sport after watching professional bullfighters during their competition. He slowly started to practice on dummies and whatever small animals he could find. Creating a unique persona for himself, he started dressing and painting his face as a rodeo clown for Halloween, an identity that stuck with him even as he grew older. When he was 10 years old, he went under the mentorship of the veteran bullfighter Frank Newsom. Being mentored by Newsom opened Cody's heart to do the impossible, so long as he was determined, and it was these training sessions that helped him become the youngest bullfighter in the National Finals Rodeo at age 21. In the 2018 PBR events, Cody was thrown against the iron rail while trying to save a rider from being stepped on by a bull. In 2023, Cody also had to deal with bull injuries during the Cheyenne Frontiers event. This injury was nearly fatal for the bullfighter, as he underwent serious surgeries and rehab, forcing him to stay away from the arena for a while. However, for Cody, a few injuries weren't enough to keep him down. He is one who believes that he was placed on earth to fight bulls. Due to his agility and courage at the rodeo at every event, during the PCRA Awards, he received an award for the Bullfighter of the Year, making it his 4th since his career. Although the injury at Cheyenne left some permanent scars, Cody Webster finds satisfaction and fulfillment in knowing that his job saved someone's life. When asked during the awards to describe his experience in rodeo sports, he had this to say: "Rodeo and bullfighting have given me everything I got. A ranch, a life, and a beautiful life at that. It can't be replicated, and it's only earned." As we've seen with Cody Webster, skills are a must, but so is instinct. Is that learned on the job, or is that just part of their DNA? Often described as a man with bullfighting in his DNA, Brandon Loden only had one dream as a kid: fighting bulls. He fearlessly started to engage in bull riding activities, then learned to observe every movement of the bulls, finally learning to control them for the 12 years of his career. His skills when it comes to handling bulls was part of what singled him out to become part of the bullfighting team in CBR. He described bullfighting as an act that went beyond being skilled or informed of the basics involved, but was purely based on instincts. For Brandon, the primary focus of all of his actions was ensuring that he did his job, knowing that lives were at stake if he didn't. Of course, being able to control the bulls wasn't enough to save him from injuries and a few concussions caused by attacking bulls. Working the arena means constantly putting yourself in harm's way. But Brandon described every injury he ever faced as an avenue to improve on his skills and to get better at his job. Although he didn't get to be a major part of the National Rodeo Federation, his relevance in the CBR was seen when he won the Bullfighter of the Year award 4 times in his career. For a job that didn't effectively reward bullfighters for the risk they always took, Brandon Loden was more than willing to throw everything on the line because, according to him, "I never fought bulls for the crowd or the pat on the back or the fame." But was there any bullfighter as passionate as Brandon? Jesse Byrne is a force when it comes to bullfighting saves in PBR. From daring saves to quick swerves, this bullfighter has made himself a legend all in a few seconds. Jesse Byrne is one dedicated bullfighter ready to take whatever risk for the safety of the bull riders. It's no wonder he was made part of the PBR safety team. In 2015, while trying to protect Ben Jones, Jesse took a big kick to the face, an injury that could have been the most fatal injury of his career. Another major incident played out in 2018 when Michael Lane was thrown off his bull barely full seconds after getting out of the latch and Jesse came to the rescue. In 2019, during the 8th round on the Fairfax competition, JB Mooney got bucked off a bull and almost crushed under its weight. Acting based on instinct, Jesse pressed forward and took the hit while Mooney was carried to safety. But a remarkable moment in Jesse's career remains in 2014 when his younger brother Tanner Byrne was thrown off a bull suffering a major concussion. Jesse did the first thing every sibling would do, throwing himself in front of the 2,000-pound bull, distracting it from crushing his brother completely. With injuries ranging from ripped ankles and shoulders to punctured lungs and broken ribs, Jesse Byrne is nowhere near being frustrated with his job. According to his brother Tanner, there aren't paychecks big enough for what they do. Can we say one hero is enough to make a difference, or does it require teamwork to stay alive in such a dangerous PBR arena of bullfighting? For these men, the success of their career, unlike bull riders, doesn't depend on individual skills and talents but also on teamwork. It is described as the way they manage to stay alive and avoid being killed on the field. According to bull rider Ryan Durtati, they're the ones who should be making millions. Constantly risking their lives for no special reward or increase in paycheck, these bullfighters aren't waving capes to distract the bulls, but ensure that accidents on the arena are kept at a minimum, even if it means putting their own lives at stake. It's a brotherhood built on 3 core values: trust, respect, and a single goal in mind: saving lives. This brotherhood is seen in consistent attempts at protecting each other in the arena. Although their work often requires them to be at the warfront constantly, they also find time to bond and share happy memories when they are given those few moments in the locker rooms. A strong sense of brotherhood between these bullfighters centers around the motivation and lifestyle of the bullfighting legend Frank Newsom, who taught them that it was okay to put his life on the line if it meant saving another. They're brothers connected not just by the goal to subdue the beasts, but also stick to each other even in the hardest of times. Tanner Byrne, in an interview after his accident in 2014, told the interviewer, "We ride once or twice a night while they are out there in harm's way 40 times. They save lives every weekend." For a job with high risk and little reward, these men check out all emotions and have embraced the reality that although their heroic acts might never be recorded in history books, it's one they will always be forever proud of. Not all heroes wear a cape or get a chance to be part of the Hall of Fame, but these bullfighters remain the unsung heroes of the PBR sports. Armed with their skills, selflessness, and courage, they go through so many struggles for a salary nowhere near the prize money the riders earn. Like Tanner Byrne said, they're heroes who save lives every weekend. Whether you define their choices as reckless or insignificant, we are certain of one thing: their joy comes from the consciousness that they've just saved one more life. Therefore, when you celebrate your next PBR champion, don't forget the heroes working behind the scenes. I'm curious to know what you think. Do you think these heroes should be rewarded more for their sacrifices? Share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging content on your favorite rodeo sport.